I sort of think it has a feel about it, like it's a James Bond villain lair. Good evening, Mr. Bond. I've been expecting you. It's a really exciting stage. Finally, it's come. The scaffolding is coming down. It has been a long-awaited milestone. When you have the scaffolding booked for 3 months, and then it runs over to, well, nearly 9 months. That's quite a big difference, isn't it? As a result of that, the cost for scaffolding was quite high with the overrun. Most of that is down to me, of course, my planning around that. Didn't think it would take so long. Various reasons, weather, complications in the design and construction, which led to that 9 months. So anyway, so we had lots of overrun, that's the first one. And then we had quite a few adjustments in the scaffolding. But the final cost for scaffolding was nearly double what I budgeted for. More importantly though, we didn't have any accidents at all. Nobody fell off anything. Let's go this way. And nothing dropped on anyone's head. So that's quite good. The whole idea about this sort of house on stilts was that it would sit lightly on the land, and that nature and wildlife would sort of happily, come in and out from underneath the house. And just a couple of weeks ago, I saw a deer walking around. The scaffolding was still up, but it's really encouraging to see that. I sort of think it has a feel about it, like it's a James Bond villain lair. Good evening, Mr. Bond. I've been expecting you. Nah. Got to do all the, I've got to do all the external plumbing, all the groundwork stuff, soil pipe, treatment plant. Got to fit a treatment plant myself. Got to dig a big hole for that, a very big hole. And that's coming up. And all the guttering in the house is all internal. I've done that so far. And I've got to root that when it comes out the floor in the house. So that needs a bit of thinking about. And all the soil pipes for the toilets and the waste for the showers and the sinks and stuff, that's all got to come through the floor and out underneath, and just got to route it in such a way that we don't really see the pipes very much, but they have to go down to the inspection chambers, the 2 inspection chambers that I've already installed. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do there, but it's a good challenge. Progress will probably slow down a little bit because the contractors are nearly finished, and then it's down to me and a few other subcontractors for plumbing and electrics. But the big one for me is, well, one of the big ones is cladding. We're going to make all the cladding for this house. 2 types of cladding: scorched spruce on like a board and batten style, and then on some areas like this behind me, the entrance to the front door on this walkway, that's all like a natural Douglas fir, just a single cladding. We're going to make all that and fit it. This blue wrap, whilst essential obviously, is pretty horrible to look at. So as a little teaser, I took some images and ran them through Google Gemini. This is what we got. Please tell me what you think in the comments, but I think it looks amazing. It's really, it actually helps to see the image, it inspires me a little bit to get on. It looks really good. So we did mention on the last episode that we'll be doing the retaining wall for our workshop. So we started to do that, and certainly prepared a lot for it. We dug all the ground out, made it flat, and we've stoned that up for the scaffolders now. But what we didn't want to do is rush it, and we wanted to make sure there was enough room for the scaffolders to get their 5-foot lift in. So that's what we've done. We've got all the material for the retaining wall, which is going to go here, and there's some drainage running down there. So we're going to wait till after the scaffolding is finished for this workshop. Should be about 4 weeks. Well, that's all we paid for, so hopefully it is that. So yeah, that's when we'll do it after that. Needs to be a good job.
Please shut the gate. Please shut the gate. Please shut the gate.
One job that I did have to do was to replace and reposition these knife plates on these screws, and they support this overhanging sort of roof canopy, which is like a walkway into the workshop. When the guys put these screws in, when was that? 7 or 8 months ago now. This ground was up to here, so I had to sort of dig out a space for them to get their sort of piling machine in and fit the screws. They couldn't really see them very well, and it was filled with rainwater and been about 30 years since I've done stick welding. It's not great, it won't win awards, that's for sure, but it'll be strong enough. If you liked this episode, please like, comment and hype, and subscribe if you can. That would be great, it means a lot to us. And see you on the next one. Come on monkey, let's go. We got work to do.